Welcome to Victory IAS 2-year current affairs rapid revision series. In last video we are discussed about same-sex marriages. In this video we will come up with a new topic, that is women reservation. And here one thing I want to tell you friends, that is I don't want to use pictures here. I don't want to use pictures in PPTs because already we are discussing many awkward topics like sexual harassment and same-sex marriages, like these awkward topics, child abuse. So in this I don't want to keep awkward pictures and embarrass you anymore. That's why I am not keeping any pictures in my PPTs. And one more thing is, this data till now we are discussing, this data is up to June 2024 only. The next updates we will discuss in daily current affairs session. Daily current affairs session we will discuss next update. But generally what happens on these type of long issues, there will be less updates. Like in 6 months one update will be there. So if you learn up to this, not more than 2 articles you will have in these 2 years. Okay, just 2-3 articles if you prepare, you will be up to date with the current affairs. Okay, so that is the thing. And one more thing, personally I want to tell you, I might be using the word sex many times in my videos, but I don't feel offensive, because in form also, when you are filling a form, it will be given sex male and female. In that sense only I am taking it, and I am teaching you crime wise and legality wise, that's all. But I am no way related to, I am not personally abusing anyone. It is over a sensitive issue. If I am speaking, some people may feel I am targeting some group of people. It's not like that. Okay, take it as a subject only. You are reading for UPSC, you must know what are the LGBTQ rights and what are the women rights, how a child abuse will be dealt, how a sexual abuse will be dealt with. That things you must know. That's why I am teaching. So please don't make any abusive comments below our videos, friends. Okay, please don't make comments, because this is just I am teaching lessons, are lessons only. I am not personally targeting anyone. Okay, so now let us go into our next video, that is women reservation. So what happened? What is the history of women reservation in India? All you know, women have one-third reservation in Legislative Assembly, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So, but how this legislation came out, that we are watching in this video. Okay, in March 2023, BRS leader Kavita began a day-long hunger strike in New Delhi, demanding passage of women reservation bill. BRS leader is there, Kavita from Telangana. She did a hunger strike in New Delhi to pass the women reservation bill. So what is women reservation bill? The bill reserve 1/3 of total number of seats in state assembly parliament for women. Okay, already I told you this, the reservation is nothing but reserving some seats. Suppose in LS 523 seats are there, in that 1/3 seats will be for women. So from different constituencies women will be selected for 1/3 seats, means it will become around 175 seats approx will be reserved for women. So from 175 constituencies, 175 women will be taken into consideration. Okay, and it was the first introduced in 1996 and was referred to a joint parliamentary committee chaired by Geeta Mukherjee, which recommended reservation for a period of 15 years. Okay, the first introduced bill in 1996 was referred to a committee, joint parliamentary committee chaired by Geeta Mukherjee, which recommended reservation for a period of 15 years. And this includes reservation in cases where state has less than 3 seats in LS. 545 seats in Lok Sabha, 545 seats distributed for 28 states. 28 states in our country. So every state get a minimum 19 seats. But this is distributed unevenly. Means big states like Rajasthan, UP, okay, Madhya Pradesh, like these states will get more seats, and small states like Goa, okay, and Jammu, Haryana, Kerala, like these states, they will have less seats. So out of these 20 seats, one third must be reserved for women. Means minimum 6 seats must be allotted to women from each state. That is the concept here. Okay. So including reservation in cases where state has less than 3 seats and LS. Means suppose Goa is there, it is very small state. If in that case it may get only 3 Lok Sabha seats. In that case, at least 1 seat must be provided to women. And in dual constituencies, only 2 members are there. There, one seat must be women and 1 seat must be men. Like that, it has to distribute the reservation thing. That they are recommending here. Okay, including reservation for Delhi Assembly and changing not less than 1/3 to as nearly as maybe 1/3, etc. Okay. So not less than 1/3 into they will change equals to 1/3. Okay. 2 recommendations which may become the sticking points. Main important recommendations in this are 2 striking points here are reservation for OBC women. Means suppose 6 seats are allotted to a state in Lok Sabha. Out of these 6 seats, 2 must be allotted to OBC women. There should be separate reservation for OBC women and a reservation for women in Rajya Sabha and Legislative Council. And apart from Lok Sabha, in entire parliament, Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha must give reservation. At the same time, State Legislative Assembly also must give the reservation. That's they are demanding in this bill. Okay, the Constitution 108 Amendment Bill was introduced in the parliament. Okay, so the Constitution 108 Amendment regarding Women Reservation Bill was introduced in the parliament. So the last attempt was made in 2010 when WBR bill was passed. So WBR bill was passed in RS but the LS never voted it. So it is passed in Rajya Sabha first but in Lok Sabha it do not get 2/3 majority. Once the 2/3 majority people give approval, then only the bill will get approval. Okay, otherwise it won't get approval. Okay, so the demand for reservation for women in legislative bodies, it is seen as a logical extension of 72nd and 73rd constitutional amendments 1990-93, which reserved. So whatever the state assembly, legislative assembly reservation, it is with respect to 72 and 73 amendments of Constitution. Okay, 1/3 of all seats chairperson post for women in rural and urban local governments. That is the provision. Okay, here. So there has never been a political consensus on this issue. So one political consensus never come. Some people don't want women to be in influential places. If a state is there, it is very influential in politics of India. In that case, they do not allow women to come into the Lok Sabha, enter the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha as a legislative member. So that is the problem here. That's why the politicians go on fighting over this issue. Okay, women in parliament, India and rest of the world. So how India status is there, how rest of the world is there, how rest of the world is developed, how women are better represented there. Let us see here. Okay, just 14% of 17th Lok Sabha MPs are women. In India, only 14% of Lok Sabha members are women. Women roughly make 11% of the RS. And in Rajya Sabha they make just 11%. Means 14% in LS and 11% in RS. But in Rwanda, a small teeny country, Rwanda, 61% legislative members are women. In South Africa, 43% are women. And in Bangladesh, 21% are women, even though Bangladesh is LDC compared to India. While the number has increased significantly since the first LS, in first Lok Sabha, it is only 5%. Women are only 5%. It is still far lower than in many countries. But this is very, now these 14 and 11% also very less compared to other countries like Rwanda, South Africa and Bangladesh. So according to Interparliamentary Union's latest report, India ranked 144 out of 193 countries in representation of women in parliament. Means India is almost in the end only, in 70th place I think, out of 100. So India is least developed in women empowerment. That is a proof of it. That's why there are less members present in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha in India. Okay. Need for greater representation for women in legislative bodies. What is the need? Why to represent women till legislature? That's the thing here. Okay. Affirmative action, reservation in panchayats, empowerment of women. Okay. As an affirmative action, okay, the government is doing something for women empowerment. To prove this, at least people, the government has to give some seats in Lok Sabha. Okay, and gender sensitive laws increased. And to increase, nowadays gender sensitive laws also increase. Sexual abuse at office place, child abuse cases, rape cases, triple talaq case, many things are increased. To take care of these all bills, women should be there. That is the thing, plan of the government. Okay, but what the opponents tell, perpetual unequal status of women would not be perceived to be competing on merit. Women are low in education compared to men's. Suppose then they don't prioritize women to be a legislative member. Okay, diverts attention from larger electoral reforms such as, and it is a reason for electoral reforms also. Criminalization of politics, okay, inner party democracy, etc. Changes, okay. So decriminalize politics, fewer criminals, political participation is a human right regardless of value reserved constituencies, may reduce incentive of a women MP to work. These are the reasons behind criminalization of politics, also a reason. That's why they do not allow women to come till LS or RS. Okay, male power, muscle power is used, okay, to dominate women so that they can't come till Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Nari Shakti Vandhan Abhiyan. So following BRS Kavita agitation, BRS Kavita agitated hunger strike did in March 2023. This Nari Shakti Vandhan Abhiyan was introduced in Parliament in September 2020. Means after 6 months this bill was passed. What is this? To implement the reservation thing. Implementation of reservation. That is 1/3 seats must be reserved for LS, in LS, RS, the state legislative assembly for women. That is the demand here. Okay, the Lok Sabha passed women's reservation bill Nari Shakti Vandhan Abhiyan with more than 2/3 majority. So 2/3 majority in Lok Sabha was done so that the Nari Shakti Vandhan Abhiyan came into existence. Okay, so the period is, so historical background, how this women reservation thought came, what is the criteria behind this, let us see. Pre-independence period, long-standing demand for political reservation of women. So before independence there is a demand that women leaders before independence like Sarojini Naidu, Indira Gandhi, Annie Besant, of course she is foreigner, Kamala Nehru. So like this, all people demanded long-standing demand for political reservation of women. In 1931, 3 women bodies sent a letter to British Prime Minister requesting political reservation for women during national movement. Okay, 3 women sent a letter to British government that they want some political reservation in Legislative Assembly, Constituent Assembly of that time. Okay, so in Government of India Act 1935 gave women separate electorate but did not reserve seats. So they have given separate electorate for women. Okay, but they do not reserve any seats in the legislature or Constituent Assembly of that time for them in the legislature. It marked a step toward political participation for women. But however, there is one step forward they came. Even though separate electorate was formed, even though seats are not reserved. Okay, Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly, after Constituent Assembly was formed, issue of women reservation was discussed in Constituent Assembly debates. Okay, in Constituent Assembly also there are discussions between leaders about women reservation. However, it was rejected, but this was rejected on the grounds that a democracy should provide representation to all groups. Okay, not only women, but caste wise, general, BC, SC or ST, OBC, and caste wise reservation should be there. First, then we can plan a women thing. And Committee of the Status of Women, the committee recommends reservation of women in local bodies. This recommends reservation of women in panchayats. Panchayats first of all. Panchayats. Then after that, gradually they can increase to assemblies. The National Perspective Plan for Women in 1988. This plan also recommended reservation of women in local bodies. This plan also did the same. Constitutional Amendment 1992. Under this Constitutional Amendment 73-74 was declared in which mandated all state governments to reserve 1/3 of seats for women. So finally, when before independence they are fighting, in 1992, means nearly 40 years. After 40 years, they got a constitutional amendment 73-74 that has reserved, mandated the state government to reserve 1/3 of the seats for women. So in state legislative assembly, there must be seats reserved for women. This declaration has been come. So what is this Nari Shakti? Nari Shakti Vandhan Adhiniyam. This is may not be visible. I will increase the size of the picture. Okay. So Nari Shakti Vandhan Adhiniyam. Okay, the Lok Sabha passed women reservation bill with more than 2/3 majority. Lok Sabha passed the women reservation bill with 2/3 majority. So reserves 33%, 1/3, 33% out of 100. 100 by 3 is 33%. Okay, of Lok Sabha seats inserted in Article 330A and State Assembly seats inserted in Article 332A for women through direct election. In direct election, they have to be chosen by the people. It's not like that. Even though reservation is there, suppose in 545 seats of Lok Sabha, 175 are reserved for women. But only 140 women are chosen in election. So obviously 35 seats will be provided to men only in that case. But the woman has to be selected by people in general election, then only they will get the seat. It's not like that reservation is there. Voluntarily they will take one member and they will make them sit in the seat. It's not like that. They must be elected by the people in the elections. Okay. And what is the significance of this? Ensure greater gender representation, addressing gender disparity in politics. So these move has been addressing gender inequality in politics. Okay, and for SC/STs, what is the SC/ST class here? Sub-reservation for SC/ST and Anglo-Indians among women candidates. But this Anglo-Indian thing is now not there. Earlier it was given, but it's not there now. Sub-reservation for SC/ST was there. Insert clause in Article 330A reserving 1/3 of seats for women within SC/ST in Lok Sabha. So whatever 175 is there, in that too 1/3 will be given to SC/ST women. Means it will be 60 seats will be for women's. Okay. And insert subsection in Article 239AA reserving seats for women in Legislative Assembly of National Capital Territory of Delhi. In Delhi also there is reservation for women in the Legislative Assembly. Subsection reserves 1/3 of SC/ST. In Delhi also SC/ST reservation like 1/3 is there again. Okay, duration. What is the duration? How much time this reservation thing is applicable now? The reservation period initially lasts for 15 years. So in 2023 reservation was given. This will be available till 2038. Then again they have to, if they want to continue, again they have to pass this bill. Okay, again agitation must come out. Okay, the reservation period and enforcement. How this is enforced? How this is implemented? The implementation of reservation being after completion of delimitation process based on first census conducted after the bill passage. Means they will do delimitation exercise so that they can decide from each state how many Lok Sabha seats are there. Based on the number, they will reserve 1/3 to women's. Like that it will happen. Means this process of reservation depends on delimitation process. So rotation of seat. Seat rotation for reserved seat occurs following each subsequent delimitation. So seat rotation will also happen for reserved seats following subsequent. So after every delimitation, one rotation will happen. So what is the move importance of SC/ST move is promotes intersectional representation, empower marginalized women, provides women in Delhi with representation at state level, ensures marginalized women participation in Delhi Legislative Assembly. So this is all to empower women along with empower marginalized sections of SC/ST. Okay, will encourage more women to join active politics, will ensure correct representation of data. Why they are depending on delimitation here? To represent the data correctly. If they do not depend on delimitation, they depend on elections, the number may go up and down. But they must decide how many seats should be reserved for women first, then accordingly they can take the application of the political candidates. Okay, election commission can take the application of the political candidates. Will ensure, okay, this will ensure fair chance for every section in particular. So this ensures and rotation ensures fair selection in particular. Okay, everyone will get a fair chance by rotation of seats. But what are the loopholes and how to improve this system? How to improve this women reservation bill? Okay, recommendations and description. Every political party should nominate 33 to 50% women candidates for all types of elections from local and quotas to national level and quotas for political parties. Countries like Rwanda, Norway, South Africa, Sweden have successfully implemented quotas. So they should allot some sort of every political party must nominate 30% to 50% women. Okay, in all elections. Means the quota system should be allotted like in foreign countries. So through quota system it will be more effective compared to individual women. If they join in a political party, 33 to 50% from the political party they can represented in the assembly, so that they will win in the election. Then they will go till the parliament. Okay, and dual member constituencies. In dual member constituencies, already I told you, only two member constituencies, one should be male, one should be woman. Okay, so people will also have choice, either you have to select the male candidate or woman candidate. So obviously in that case there will be a chance women will be selected. So in the past, India had multi-member constituencies with SC/ST representation. In 1961, these constituencies were changed into single-member ones due to their large size, and this change was seen as a way to increase significance of SC/ST. So whatever the big constituencies are there, in 1961 they are changed into single member constituencies. So in this single member they try to enter SC/ST women. Okay, after Lok Sabha, the bill will have to be passed by Rajya Sabha by majority of total membership of House and by majority not less than 2/3 members. So in the same process will be repeated in Rajya Sabha also. In Lok Sabha they have to get 2/3 majority approval, then they will go to Rajya Sabha. There also they must get 2/3 majority approval, then the bill will be approved. Okay, passed. Present and voting. And this requires ratification by at least 50% of states. 50% of states first must give approval to the bill. Okay, so what is the thing here? The bill provides sub-reservation for SC/ST but Anglo-Indians and Anglo-Indian women candidates in 2023. But in new version of the bill, the reservation for Anglo-Indians has been dropped. Okay, only SC/ST reservation is there, Anglo-Indian reservation is not there, that you have to remember. Generally in the bill, original bill, it will be written like SC/ST or Anglo-Indian. But this is not available now, only SC/ST candidates are getting reservation. Okay, the Anglo-Indian reserved seats in the Parliament and State Legislature of India were abolished. They are abolished, yes, these Anglo-Indian seats are abolished by 104th Constitutional Amendment. 104th Constitutional Amendment of 2019. Okay. Generally, no Anglo-Indian prefer to go till Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. They just come roam in India, they enjoy whatever the locations are there, places are there, food is there, they enjoy and they go out. They don't want to settle in India. Even settle also, they don't want to become a political member, generally. So that's why this is rare thing, unnecessary reservation. That's why they are removing it. What is the advantages of dual member constituencies? Only 2 members are there. Suppose one male is there, one female is there. Then what is the advantage? Does not decrease the democratic choices for voters. So voters will have good choice whether to select the male or female. Okay, they will have only, no confusion will be there. If 6 members are there, they will get confusion. 5 members are there, in this only woman is there, then whom to select, people will also have some confusion. But in this case there is no confusion. Okay, discrimination will be removed. Okay, easier for members to manage smaller constituencies, and it is very easy for, suppose woman is selected, it will be easy for her to manage the constituency because the constituency is very small. Okay, what is the disadvantage here? Sitting members may have to share their political base. Women may become the unrepresentatives. So the sitting members can show discrimination against women. Some people don't want, in powerful constituencies women must sit in the seat. Then they will get problem. They start attacking the women directly or indirectly. Either in Lok Sabha they attack or outside. Personally they try to attack in speeches. These 2 things are not working. They try to attack by other means also. So no one knows what happens to the women. To achieve 33% reservation, half of the seats must be dual constituencies increasing. So, but to achieve 33% reservation in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, half of the constituencies, whatever the constituencies are there, half must be dual membership ones. Then only there is a chance 33% will be selected. Otherwise, less will be selected. So, what is the difference between 2008 bill and 2023 bill? In 2008 bill also 1/3 seats of Lok Sabha in each state UT reserved for women. But in 2023 bill, entire parliament Parliament and state legislature. Okay, 1/3 seats to be reserved for women, not only Lok Sabha. In 2008 bill, it is mentioned that only Lok Sabha seats has to be reserved for women. But in 2023 bill, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and state legislature assembly, all these things must be reserved for women. Okay, rotation of seats, and reserved seats are to be rotated after every general election. Okay. So at that time, seat rotation is after election. But now the seat rotation is based on constituency, delimitation of constituencies, delimitation exercise. First they will decide how many seats are coming from one state, then based on that they will make reservation. At that time it's not like that. Based on elections only, they will decide how many has to be given to women. So what is the issue here? If in a constituency, out of 20 members, only 2 are women, they will accept it like that. But now what happened, in 20 members, 6 members must be women. So they will select candidates from women only in the constituency. Okay, Anglo-Indians. So at that time Anglo-Indians are, reservation is provided. Now Anglo-Indians are not available. Okay. So status of women representation in India. Already I told you this. India is in 144 or 146 position in women empowerment worldwide. It is behind even behind LDCs and small countries like Rwanda, South Africa and Bangladesh. A highlighting thing is there that voting share improving. Almost as many women as men cast ballots in 2019. Means like suppose 50 crore men's all over India attended voting, same as 50 crore women also attended voting. So this is a great improvement after women reservation bill has been passed in the parliament, making a turning point in India's journey towards gender equality in politics. This is a major development towards gender equality in India. Okay, what are the benefits of giving reservation to women? Okay, so their political appearance will increase. So this can improve global rank, India global rank. Now presently India is in 144. Is in 144 or 140 rank out of 193 countries. But this rank can improve once political representation of women is increased. Okay, so India ranks low in global women legislature representation. So 140. Okay, so the ability of women's leadership bring change. So women's will bring the change environment wise, sanitation wise, drinking water wise, safety wise. Okay, they will empower the police department to take care of women related crimes. Okay, automatically the crime rate will decrease in an area, so the area will be improved. If they keep focus on environment, sanitation, drinking water, etc. things, then automatically area will be improved. Okay, a step towards decriminalization of politics. Even women are less criminal compared to men's, less criminal nature compared to men's. So automatically in politics criminology or criminalization will decrease. More women vote share. Automatically if women are representing in a constituency, more women will give the votes. Okay, and breaking patriarchy. So whatever the Indian traditional norms are there, like the women are till kitchen only, they have to serve the husband or kids, or the woman can do job for betterment of house, but they can't become a politician or civil servant. Like this things are there in old traditional families. The men's will be like that, a father will be like that, a husband will be like that. They make the wife or daughter to stay till home only. If they allow job also for betterment only, but they don't allow women to go and become a politician. So this whatever the old tradition is, that will be changed by this move, breaking patriarchy. Okay, and changing stereotypes, like women can't do this, women can't be a politician, women can't develop a area. Like this males will tell some words You are just a woman, you can't do this. That type of words will be deleted from dictionary now onwards. So till now we have discussed what are the benefits of women become politicians. But what are the disadvantages of the bill? Let us see here now. Means what the opponents argue on women reservation. What they feel if women become politician, what they will do to the country, that we will see here. So the arguments against the bill suggest not a homogeneous group. Women are not a homogeneous community like caste groups. Means like general, OBC or SC, ST. Women is not a caste thing, na. First give reservation on caste things, then go to women empowerment. Like that, some critics will say. And violation of equality principle. If women are given more reservation and preference, then why don't give men reservation? Like that they ask. Okay. And the bill can't provide OBC women a separate reservation. Only SC, ST women was given preference. For OBC women there is no reservation. And even the bill gives reservation 33% only in Lok Sabha, not in Rajya Sabha or legislative councils. And dependency on census delimitation. Every time on delimitation exercise, they have to, the women election has to depend. Once delimitation done, number of seats of one's state are decided, then only women will be allotted 1/3 of those seats. So every time women's election depend on delimitation exercise. And fear of proxy representation. There are concerns that women may be used as proxies by male family members. So what happens when woman is selected in parliament or state legislative assembly or parliament, MP or MLA? So what happened? She will sit at home. She sits at home. The husband will enjoy all these powers. Everyone treats MLA husband, MP husband. People will give preference to him, start speaking and making the projects with him, deals with him. So she will silently sit at home. So indirectly we are giving the value to the men's only. The actual woman is not exercising the power there. Panchayats mostly you can see always men enjoy the power. Women will sit like sarpanch. Okay, one Netflix series is there, Panchayat, the name of Panchayat. You can see in that. Okay, one lady will be there, Pradhan of a village. She sits like that at home. But her husband enjoy all the power. So restrictions of voter choice. So in dual constituencies, one female will be there, one male will be there. So the voters got only 2 choices. More choices are not there. So what now we will analyze. We have seen what are the advantages of reservation bill and what are the disadvantages. Now we will see analysis of reservation in political parties. So is it good or not giving reservation in political parties, in political sphere for women? It will lead a good thing in politics of India or not? That we will discuss. Provide more democracy choices to significant number of voters. No guarantee that women will get elected. So even voters will have more choices, but there is no guarantee that women will be elected. Suppose 20 members are there from one constituency, out of 6 are women. There is no guarantee compulsory these 6 women will be selected. Okay, allow more flexibility. There is flexibility for parties to select a candidate for a constituency. So what they will do, obviously in weak constituencies they will allot to women, and strong constituencies they will keep in their hands. Strong constituencies will be given to men. Okay, and can promote from women from minority communities. Might lead to resentment if women are chosen over stronger male candidates. So even whatever the woman is selected, that will be from SCR, STR, backward community. So she can't compete with the opponent if he is from general category and he is have more political following. Then she feel guilty or less confident. over the male candidate, she can't give strong competition to him. Okay, so what should be done? Raise awareness. So women should be given an awareness and education that first of all, some women don't know in a constituency around 20 seats are reserved for women. Then they go on participate in the election. Okay, they will compete for the seat. First of all, women don't know. Even educated women and don't know about their rights and importance of political involvement. Some people thinks that politics is a dirty thing. They don't want to enter. Even educated women, IAS, IPS positions, good women from high class, they don't prefer to enter into politics because they feel politics is a dirty thing. And through awareness campaigns. Awareness campaigns should be done so that women will get good awareness and combat gender-based violence. So if women are represented in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they can combat violence because they can bring new rules to combat crime. Okay, so harassment, address gender-based violence, harassment with politics and legal measures to create safer political environment for women. And even some political women, if they are selected in LS or RS, they will get harassment from, she will get harassment from male colleagues. Because they often try to, suppose general candidate person is there, he often try to rise the caste of the woman. He used to say, you are from backward community, SC, ST, you can't compete with me directly. If any debate is there, discussion is there, he will bring the caste issue. Okay, that's the thing. So this creates a mental harassment or physical harassment to women. Even if you know Jayalalitha from Tamil Nadu State Assembly, Tamil Nadu State Assembly was assaulted in assembly. Her saree was removed and even she was beaten with different whatever things are there in hands. The male candidates beaten her in legislative assembly. Immediately she cried a lot and left from there. But keeping this insult, in next elections, Jayalalitha become the CM of Tamil Nadu government. She is one powerful lady. She even targeted the males who insulted her in the legislative assembly later, and she started giving end to them in politics. Okay, that such type of powerful lady from South India, Tamil Nadu, Jayalalitha is there. So if you go through Jayalalitha's story, you come to know how much women are criticized in India. Even though if they enter Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha also, there is no respect for women in entire India. That you will understand. If she is in such a powerful position like in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, she is a MP or MLA, then also there is no value to a woman in India. That you will understand by watching Jayalalitha's story. Electoral reforms must be done so that women empowerment will be done. Okay, and intra-party democracy. Institutionalize and intra-party democracy to encourage more women candidates. So intra-party democracy should be done. And strengthen women self-help groups. Okay, self-help groups must work together to give awareness to people how women will be treated in politics, how they can be selected, like that things, and support women agencies for awareness programs and campaigns. Now we will move to our next topic, that is Uttarakhand Women Reservation Bill. As we are speaking about reservation, women reservation in India, all the topics whatever related to women reservation, that I am segregating at one place. So the topic is Uttarakhand Women Reservation Bill. Okay, so the Uttarakhand Governor, Lieutenant General retired Gurmeet Singh, approved a bill providing 30% horizontal reservation for domiciled women citizens of state in public services and posts. Okay, in public services and posts, women will get 30% reservation. Horizontal reservation means So here horizontal reservation means giving a reservation for women or person with disabilities. Like this, okay. So generally reservation will be given to general, OBC or SC or ST candidates, but they are giving reservation to special groups like prioritized groups, that is called horizontal reservation, okay. So in public services and post they will get reservation. This bill is known as Uttarakhand Public Services Horizontal Reservation Bill, and in 2022 it was introduced. It is passed in winter session of November 30, and it was passed in winter session on November 30 of 2022. This move is significant step towards ensuring gender equality and social justice in state government jobs. In state government jobs and posts, okay, public services posts ante means UPSC, Uttarakhand PSC. In Uttarakhand PSC they will get reservation. Ladies will get reservation. Reservation for women. Why the reservation has to come means the bill provides horizontal reservation for direct recruitment in public services and post vacancies to recruited until July 24, 2006. Until July 2006, the bill was providing 20% reservation. This 20% has been now increased to 30%. Okay. So will be given in favor of women candidates permanently domiciled in Uttarakhand. They must have a local certificate. Local women only will get this benefit, not non-local women. Okay. The bill cities means local women means her certificates must be from Uttarakhand. 10th, matriculation, etc. All certificates must become from Uttarakhand only. The bill cites the need for reservation of women as a way to ensure social justice. Here we discuss gender equality, social justice, equality of opportunity, improvement in living standards, etc. Bill was introduced to give equal opportunity to women. So what is the need for this bill? Following developments in Uttarakhand High Court where women reservation was challenged. In Uttarakhand High Court, the women reservation was challenged. So on August 2024, High Court was stayed the 2006 state government order recognizing providing 30% reservation in state services to women having domicile of state. So after in court the bill was challenged, it was passed. Okay, the petitioner argued that state government had no power to provide domicile-based reservation as Constitution of India allowed reservation on basis of domicile only by an act of parliament. So the petitioner argued that already the central government has given 30% reservation. So state government has no power to pass an ordinance. Like that the petitioner is arguing. Okay, so cabinet approval. When the cabinet approval has come, the state cabinet authorized Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami to bring an ordinance on that matter. So what is the reaction? The local groups are very happy. Organizations, individuals working towards gender equality and women empowerment, they are very happy with this move because the state government is giving horizontal reservation to the women. The bill is seen as a positive step towards ensuring gender equality and providing equal opportunities to women. The reservation will be women more opportunities to participate in workforce and contribute to state's economy. Okay. So this is the bill, friends. Hope you like the video. For many videos like this on our channel, please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you.